Hello, I'm Jim Cassetta, the local history librarian here at the Pearl River Public Library. And in honor of our being here on Franklin Avenue, at 80 Franklin Avenue, for the past 60 years, we're talking to patrons who use the library, and we're asking them what they feel and how they use the library, and also living in Pearl River, too. Today, we have Shelia Weiss. You may know her. Her husband owns Awesome Antiques, Marshall Weiss, and they have lived in Pearl River since 1975. Okay. So she's been here quite a while, and we're going to talk. I'm going to ask you questions about the thing, and you know, what street do you live on?
It's Bogart Avenue.
On Bogart Avenue. Was that your first home?
Yes, we had an apartment before that in New Jersey.
Okay.
And it's all we could basically afford at the time.
Yeah. A lot of people, my parents did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We lived, matter of fact, some of my friends, they lived in Jersey where it was a bit more affordable, but
Yes.
they didn't have to actually live in the city. So, how did you get involved with the antiques business?
Oh, that's all in mostly Marshall's
Oh,
thing.
that's Marshall's Ballywick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring him over here and he could, to me, I just
Okay.
walk in there and like, oh my God, there's so much stuff.
Yeah. He does have his stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
People donate. They just leave it by the door.
holy cow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good way to get your product,
Clean your
right?
house.
It
Yeah.
actually helps. Well, when you came to Pearl River, what was your first impression?
It's quiet. It's away from the mall and all the hustle and bustle,
Right.
and it's a good place to raise children because they can be out on the street
Yes.
and you don't have to worry about it,
Mm-hmm.
which was different from the city I came from originally.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
I have the same background.
It's a very Irish town, which took a little getting used to, but that's all right.
Yeah.
You adjust.
Yeah. Now, that happened shortly after you had come to Pearl River
Yes.
in the 80s. When I was here, there were mostly German and Scandinavian folks. And some of them had been here for generations.
Yeah.
So what was your best experience moving, dealing with stores and merchants and all that?
Well, L.H. Martin's.
Yeah, that's right.
When my boys were young, Marshall and I would get a babysitter and go for the bargains in Marshall's
Mm-hmm.
because they would have at 8 o'clock this is on sale, at 9 o'clock that's on sale, and you got some great toys and houseware and everything else.
Right.
And I knew of that store when I lived in New City too.
Right, it was a chain. There were a couple of them, I
was
believe, in Rockland County.
Okay.
But I remember making a mad dash as a kid downstairs. Your boys
Yes.
must have been, the toys were down
The
there.
toys were down there and some of the houseware stuff.
Yep.
And now it's a big hole. But yeah.
It's a big hole.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, they're burned
is.
down. I know.
Hopefully they'll rebuild something there because we don't have a 5 and 10, we don't have a movie, we could use
Right.
something.
Exactly. Did you patronize the stores here in town, or were you a mall person?
No, I would stay locally, and the mall was not really, unless there was something specific, I went there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I know that it was built where there was a cemetery where the mall is and all this other stuff.
It was a swamp.
Yeah.
My friend's grandfather, who owned a bar in front of it on Middletown Road,
Okay.
was offered to buy it. And he said, "What do you think I am? Why would I buy swamp? You think I'm a greenhorn?" He was from Italy.
Yeah.
So he passed it up, and not even a year later, the corporation bought it that built the Nanuet Mall.
Well, the Nanuet Mall is much nicer than the other one in West Nyack, too.
That's another one built on a swamp.
Oh, and a few other things.
Right.
That's what I have heard over the years. There's things, that were buried there.
Oh,
but-
yeah. I was told by a woman from Nyack that they would go Sundays to watch the Erie Railroad dump in engines in cars from trains.
oh my goodness.
And every week it would sink more and more, and they put more. And it was just endless, you know. At least that's what she had told me. Yeah.
No, I took the Erie Lock line into the city when I worked here.
Mm-hmm.
When the boys were old enough to go to be in school, I would work in the city in the garment center.
Right.
So I took the Erie Lock line. I even have the bag home yet. We also took it with the Girl Scouts up to Niagara Falls.
Wow. Wow. I'd like to see train travel come back.
Yes,
I think it's
it's
safer.
very nice.
And, yeah, and
Very nice.
probably less expensive with gas going through the roof. You talked about your two sons. What programs attracted you or them to come to the library?
Occasionally there was a movie,
Mm-hmm.
or if you needed information, this is the go-to.
Homework
Yeah, homework was a big one, yes,
Right.
and the summer reading.
and summer reading. Yeah.
Yeah, because the schools would say you need to read this group of books.
Right.
Well, this is where we came for it.
Excellent.
And now they're banned, right?
And now
There was a list I recently got, and I can't believe some of the books they want to take off the shelves.
yeah. Well, you know, hopefully that doesn't happen in this community.
It's
but
history, it's education.
Yes, it's.
I'm sure you saw the list too. Right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I see.
I
all
don't
the
like it.
books that you know you wouldn't even think or could be
It's knowledge.
obtrusive. But
We read these books, they were part of the reading program, and it
Right.
bothered me to see that the other day.
sure,
You know, because you learn from the good and the bad.
that's right. Yeah, and you hope that the education system can help you sort out what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad.
Sure.
Absolutely. What did your parents do?
Well, my mother was a Holocaust survivor,
Mm-hmm.
and she was mostly a housewife, and she did work for, what's that store that had in Nanuet? Yeah, it's Kmart, or it was like
Grants.
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 W.T. Grants in the
Right.
jewelry area,
Uh-huh.
because a long time ago she worked way downtown in the jewelry area.
Mm-hmm.
And my father had been a baker in Europe.
Mm.
So he had near Dyckman Street a bakery a long time ago.
Okay.
And he also served as a baker in the army,
Oh,
because they were both German born.
right.
They were afraid to put him in the wrong spot, so they sent him to Saipan,
Mm.
far enough away,
Right.
you know, but he would have been a good interpreter and things like that, you know.
Yeah, sure. You would
But
think.
things were not kosher, you might say.
Right, yeah. It's in those days they worried a lot. They sent Japanese kids to fight in Italy,
Yeah,
and they'd sent Germans to go to the Pacific.
right.
And my uncles who spoke Italian, they were sent to Italy because I guess they were trusted.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they were.
Well, that's what it was. You
Yeah.
know, my father said I would, you know, have knowledge and everything, and he wrote back to the country he grew up in,
Mm-hmm.
and a guy hung himself. He was so afraid that my father would come back
Oh my
to
God.
Germany. But like you said, things were tough.
Yeah, they were tough. Now, are you a reader?
I read the Reader's Digest a lot.
Okay.
I read magazines when my husband watches goofy television. And I do enjoy the magazines and books that are sometimes for sale here.
Okay.
And last year during COVID, I appreciated the books.
Excellent. So
That
that
was a
us
wonderful
putting the books
program.
out was
Wonderful.
wonderful. Excellent.
I don't know how much feedback you got, but I thought it was wonderful, especially for young people or anyone else that couldn't go out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good thing.
Well, that was the option. Yeah. You know, I
It
mean, that
was-
we were trying to give people an option to sitting at home and frightening themselves watching 24-hour news.
Oh, please. Yeah,
So-
everything is, this one died, that one died.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So you need we you know, our board figured
It was
people need an escape.
a great program.
Well,
Great
great. I'm glad
program.
you enjoyed it.
Yes.
That's
And there
wonderful.
were a few times when I was done with the book, I just brought it back and let somebody else enjoy it,
Yeah.
like a library.
Now, Sheila, you've been here. How has the library changed since the 1970s and today?
Well, you see less people here, unfortunately.
You're talking about the town.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
there's a lot
see,
of-
I come in here and there's hardly anyone here, but, people also go to work and everything else.
Right.
I don't know how to answer that, really.
Yeah. Has the library changed as far as technology goes?
Sure, you have a lot more opportunities to learn how to use computers,
Right.
to learn your inheritance and things like that. And, and there's very knowledgeable people here. If I have a question, whatever it is, this is where I call.
So you enjoy the human factor.
Yes,
So that interaction is important to you.
yes, very much so.
That's wonderful.
And like I said, if I don't know something, I know who to go to, or at least get directed to the right place.
Right. Sure.
A couple of years back, the flag was all destroyed down by the park.
Mm-hmm.
I call here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's in charge?
Right.
And you knew the answers.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Because I don't know,
no, of
but I
course
don't
not.
want to see a tattered flag. It matters.
Sure. Those are the little things that we provide answers to
Absolutely.
the community. I've had people, well, I remember you calling about the flag, and then I told you who down there in town to call, also to bring, or you have them bring it to the one of the fire departments
Yes.
to be respectfully destroyed.
Right, right.
And it's then there are times where somebody will call up from one of the pubs and say, "We're having a debate here. What's the answer?"
Yes.
Yeah, and it's always there. It's always there.
And if not, you know how to get the answer.
Right.
Like I said, with the flag too, well, who owns that park? I have no idea. But
Yeah.
as an American, it meant a lot to me to have it respectful.
Mm-hmm.
And you took care of it.
Yeah. Well.
Whoever did, it got.
Yeah, I did.
Like I said, that kind of stuff bothers me.
Sure, of course, especially if you have veterans in your family. I had 5 or 6 uncles in the Second World War, and these things are important. Korea, Vietnam,
Right.
So that you see that what sacrifices are being made, and it's kind of hurts people.
Yes.
So there are ways to do things, and we try to do it.
And do it right. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what do you like most about the library?
Like I said, I like the people.
Okay.
I like the
Thank
people.
you.
I like that I can get answers, and it's always a place, like just now I was doing a puzzle, a place to come to and learn something.
Excellent. That's great. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. It's nice
And I
for
also
this feed.
spend time here for the Board of Elections.
Right. That's right. I see you come for Board of Elections.
Yeah.
Where would you say that the library is becoming more of a civic center, more of a community center?
Right.
Yeah. That's what we want to. We want to try to be all things to all people.
COVID changed a lot,
It did.
and I'm sure it was very quiet here for quite a while too. That's why I appreciated something outside or someone you could still talk to.
Right. Exactly.
And when I have a problem, like I said, there were times, unfortunately, I don't have a job right now, where you knew who to go to or who to talk to as a senior,
Mm-hmm.
because I need a purpose in this world.
Sure, everybody does.
Yeah, well,
Everybody
and
needs a
both my
purpose.
boys are far away and they
Right.
have their own lives.
Sure. Well,
So,
it's time for you to reinvent.
yes,
And
but I
this is-
haven't figured out yet
Oh.
what.
What? Well, hopefully the library can help you.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to thank you for talking to me today.
Well, it's always a pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
my son had his puppets displayed here too.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes,
Yeah.
so
We are always looking for local artists and
creative
writers.
stuff and
Yeah,
something that the
absolutely.
young people can come and actually hands-on do to
Right.
get off the phones.
Right.
Well, you know,
I know, you're right.
it's
It's-
important. The creativity is, come on, do
Yeah.
something.
Well, tactile learning is important.
Yes,
It's got to be part of your entire frame of reference when you're growing
Right.
up. Because my sons are very good with that. They'll be on the phone for a while, and then I say, come on, go get your fishing rods and let's go fishing. And they're putting the canoe on the boat and they're doing this.
Let's go, yeah.
and at least they can do it. And that's great.
yes,
But, there are people who do it, who like only tactile or, learning with their heads. But either which way, we hope to provide all of them, with,
yeah. There have
with the
been many
tools to do
classes
it.
here that have been very nice, like
Yeah.
you said. I noticed the woodworking and a few
Yeah.
other things that you've had here.
Crafts.
Yes,
yeah,
or the paintings on the wall. It's always nice.
great. Well, it's nice to get that feedback and be appreciated
Oh, yes.
because
very
we have a
much.
staff that really works to try
Yes,
to catch the eye of the community and make their tax dollars worthwhile. All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you. 60 years on Franklin, and I want to thank Shelia Weiss for sitting with us today. Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you for your time too, and
welcome.
yours. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is something new to me.